Well, the lineups are out. Arsenal is taking on RC Loans at the Emirates Stadium, and all they need is 1 point to qualify to go to the next round. Welcome to this channel. This is the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic stay wherever you are. Champions League football. Jesus and Kai Havertz have gone ahead to be named the starting 11 of Arsenal, and it looks like the rest is going to be really history as Arsenal rewrite history again today as they find themselves in a position of really going ahead to see to it that they put in a shift that everyone is really waiting in for. And Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to name his starting 11 for the side of Arsenal, and you're obviously going to throw it on your screen as you guys go ahead and obviously watch it in here, and the rest of you will be joining us in the comment section to obviously let us know what your thoughts are about this. When you look at the starting 11 of Arsenal, they're really having the following players. They're having Raya, returns in goal. There is Tomiyasu, Saliba, Zinchenko, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. That is the starting 11 of Arsenal. When they go to the substitutes, there is Aaron Ramsdale, Karl Hein, Ben White, Cedric Soares, Jakub Kivio, Jorginho, El Nini, Nelson, Lewis, Skelly, Nwaneri, Trossard, and Edin Ketia. They've gone ahead to make it onto the bench of Arsenal. When we go to RC Loans, Samba, Danso, Abdul Samed, Sotocha, Wahi. The other one is Flagini, Medina, Heidara, Graditz, Mendy, and Frankowski. The bench has Leka, Pandil, Agulia, Machado, Moussa, Pereira, Da Costa, Diouf, Edinyosi, Thompson, Sayid, and Kushanov. That is what the bench is really having, and they're obviously really having a very good squad in there for you. So Wahi, a man who is really in form and it's really blistering, is into the starting 11 of the side of RC Lons. So let's go and see how Arsenal is obviously going to be lining up today. Let's see how Arsenal is going to be lining up today. The system is 4-3-3. That is David Raya playing as the goalkeeper. He returns in goal. Remember, he was not part of the Arsenal side that really played when Arsenal was really tussling it out with none other than Brentford, and he now returns in between the stitches. That is David Raya for you. Then there is Zinchenko coming in through and really consolidating on that left back position. So that shows you that Benjamin White is being given some good rest by the manager of Arsenal to see to it that he really gets well and becomes a better player. He just doesn't want to rush him back because Arsenal have been culprits of rushing players back, and when they've gone ahead to rush them back, the repercussions have been really heavy. So Arsenal don't want to be having heavy repercussions as far as that is really concerned. Central defense, William Saliba playing on the right side of the central defense, and Gabriel Magalhaes playing onto the left side of the central defense. Their central defense partnership has not gone ahead to concede a goal at the Emirates into the Champions League. That is it. They've not gone ahead to concede a goal into the Champions League. All they have is to see to it that they obviously keep another clean sheet, and that means in all three games they've gone ahead to play at the Emirates. They would have gone ahead to really get those clean sheets in, and it's really good for a club like Arsenal to keep clean sheets at home, because that's not the daily call each and every time they play at home, especially in the Premier League. In the Premier League, I think they've gone ahead to keep like only 2 clean sheets, 1-0 against Man City, and I think 5-0 against Sheffield. But the rest of the games they've gone ahead to play at the Emirates, especially into the league, they've gone ahead to obviously concede. But the Champions League, It's the reverse of the chapter, as they've gone ahead to put in shifts of keeping clean sheets, and that is all about William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes doing the needful that is obviously called in for, and that is really very important. And to note about it that you just have to keep doing things that are of the same wavelength, so that you obviously do the needful. But I think they are going to obviously gate what we call the aggressive number 9. That is Wahi, and he need to obviously put in the best of their best performances today, and they need to obviously see to it that they really put up the best of their luck in here onto this channel. That is the Rokani Media Football. And we go to the midfield. Declan Rice playing into the central defensive midfield, and he has gone ahead to obviously put in a lot of work and effort. So for Declan Rice, no one is demanding him anything. He has gone ahead to put up a shift that everyone has gone ahead to hail and really give the best of praise. He has gone ahead to stand into that central defensive position. He's played as a CDM for the majority of his season, and even when he came in through, he was really given a chance to do that. And that is really a very huge job being done by the man himself, that is Declan Rice, and no one is really going to stop him from obviously taking on the mantle of really being that £105 million player, and no one doubts that. He has gone ahead to put in a shift, and we are all here to see to it that he really puts in another exciting shift altogether for the side of Arsenal as they take on RC Lens. And that is really one of the most important bits that you would like to see him play in, because one of the factors that really made him snub Chelsea, his boyhood club that he grew up supporting, was simple. He wanted to play Champions League football. That's what he wanted. He wanted to play Champions League football. That is Declan Rice. And now he's at Arsenal. He's playing Champions League football game in, game out. And no one is obviously not appreciating all what he has gone ahead to offer on the field of play. That is Declan Rice for you. Then Martin Odegaard gets himself a second consecutive start after putting in a shift that everyone really went ahead to obviously talk about as one of the most important and return appearances from the day he was injured. Remember, he was injured and missed out the game of Sheffield. Then they went ahead to play in the Carabao Cup. He came in through and really scored even a goal that was a consolation against West Ham as Arsenal lost 3-1, but he hadn't gotten himself a chance to see to it that he really gets going, But he has gone ahead to start his second consecutive game ever since then, and that is really very important for a player of his caliber, and you really understand that it's really important that Odegaard gets back to where he deserves to be. But the big question is, when is he going to become the player that he was like when he really put in the shift like last season? Remember last season, he scored very many goals, and none of those was a penalty. He scored 15 goals, and none of those were a penalty. But this time around, we've gone ahead to see to it that he has gone ahead to put in shifts that everyone has gone ahead to appreciate as a player of Arsenal. And he has scored, I think he has scored like 2 or 3 penalty goals and 2 or 3 open goals, goals in open play. And that is really important for him to mind and really get to know that it's never the same if you really don't put in a shift like that you put in the previous season. And that is Martin Odegaard for you. And I really love to see him doing the job, and he's back on the field of play. But you don't expect him to obviously put in a shift and really hit the ground running, because he's coming in from injury, and you need such games to obviously get him to where he deserves to be. And today, I am having thoughts that Martin Odegaard might obviously take over this game. He might be the man of the match. Then Kai Havertz, everyone was really waiting to see whether he's going to be named into the Arsenal starting 11. In my prediction starting 11, I obviously went ahead and obviously gave him that nod. And why did I give him that nod? It was simple, because I thought that it was really important for him to obviously gate that start again. Having come off the bench against Brentford, all he needed was a confidence boost, and he got it. It was a goal. And today, keep an eye onto this guy. Keep an eye onto him, because he's really one of those players that you obviously want to watch day in, day out. And that is none other than the man himself. That is Kai Havertz. And if all goes well for him, he should find himself on the score sheet. And if he gets himself on the score sheet today, then the rest will be history for the guy. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But Kai Havertz has gone ahead to put in a very beautiful shift for the side of Arsenal, and we hope that today is going to be yet another beautiful day for him to obviously put in all the shift that we know he is all and capable about. Now we go to Bukayo Saka coming in through and obviously putting in a very well required shift for the side of Arsenal, and is the man responsible for the assist that really relieved Arsenal, that really released Arsenal, and Arsenal became a team to beat. Brentford went ahead, obviously put up a shift, and the shift really went on well, and it really gave Arsenal fans goosebumps. That is it. But the rest was history after Kai Havertz went ahead to capitalize onto that well put in assist by the man himself, that is Bukayo Saka. And today we want to see whether he obviously puts in another shift altogether, as he is called in for by the manager, that is Mikel Arteta, to put in a well-required shift onto this fixture. Then we go to Gabriel Martinelli, one of those who went ahead and obviously put in some energetic performances, but to me, they're still lacking. And he just needs to find himself doing better and better and better for this club of Arsenal, and he needs to get back to where he was last season, like firing in all cylinders through goals and obviously being a threat. Though Bukayo Saka came out and said that they are being double-marked. He said they are being double-marked. That's what Bukayo Saka went ahead to say, that they are really being double-marked, and it's really hard for them to obviously find themselves in a situation of really not operating like how they were operating last time. And I saw a fan of Arsenal comment in here that they just needed to find themselves in a better position to see to it that they put in shifts that are really well required for. But I would like to let you know that if what makes you a better player is what you offer every match. And it said that every player is as good as his previous 90 minutes. So if today Martinelli happens to put up a shift, then everyone will be really very important and will be giving him the flowers he really deserves as a player. And if he doesn't, then again, they won't obviously give him the flowers he deserves as a player. So he has to put in a shift. Remember the last time they played in the Champions League here against Sevilla, he was really responsible for everything that really happened, especially for the second goal that was put in by the club of the second goal that was scored by Bukayo Saka when they're playing against Sevilla. That's how everything really went ahead to go down there. Gabriel Jesus coming in through the line for the club of Man United, and everyone will obviously understand that they needed this. They needed this man to get back, because however much Edin Ketia comes in through and puts in shifts that are really uncalled for, you cannot come out and obviously not really appreciate the quality of Gabriel Jesus and what he offers to the side of Arsenal, especially when he is really doing the needful into the final third of the pitch. The way he runs and everything that he does, it really shows you exactly what makes him a special kind of player every time he is being played. That is Gabriel Jesus for you, and that is the starting 11 of Arsenal, and that's what they're obviously going to obviously do. But I feel it's going to be an interesting game that everyone will be wanting to watch. No one will be looking off it, but I would like to let you know that it's none other than the team that this man is going to hate to put up on the field of play that will have to obviously get Arsenal where it deserves to be. Let's go to the starting 11 of the starting 11 of RC Loans and see how they're obviously going to line up. RC Loans, Samba is in goal. They've come with a system of 3-4-2-1. Gradit, Danso, and Medina. Medina is playing on the left side of the central defense. Danso at the center of the central defense. And Gradit is playing at the right side of the central defense. Then Frankowski is playing as a right wing back. Then Haidara is playing as a left wing back. Mendy and Abdul Samedi are playing the double pivot. Then Sotocha and Flagini are playing as the two central attacking midfielders, and Wahi is leading the line, meaning that the manager of RC Loans is going to hate to see to it that he packs his midfield, and he's obviously going to be really having those people very compact in the midfield, and Arsenal need to find a solution for that because the compactness is really seen even into the makeup of this. Look at this triangle. Look at it. You see? This triangle shows you that they're obviously going to be having lots of numbers here. They're going to be having lots of numbers here because Haidara will have to push here such that Medina pushes here. Then even Frankowski will push here, meaning they're going to defend with 5 central defenders, you know? So it shows you that it's going to be a bus packing game, and they're going to try to play a low block and hit Arsenal on the break. That is it. So it's really very, 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 very anticipative. And I know most of you are really waiting or can't wait to see if this game really gets into full action. But it's really important that a game of football is going to hate obviously come as my team Man United have going to hate to draw 3-3 away at the Rams Stadium. And it shows you how Andre Onana is going to hate to cost United today. Let's start it off with your comments. This is Black Daniel. Hello Black Dan. Hope you're doing great. Then Kahendo Oliver Rokani. This is a must win for Arsenal. I see a win written all over this game for Arsenal. That is it, because they're at home and they can obviously do anything they want. Then Black Dan, thanks for the update, bro. All right. Thank you very much for watching it through. And there is Tong Technologies. David, thank you for the show. Thank you for watching in too. Then Amatu Sunday. Hello, bro. How are you doing? How was your day? My day was really great. And Kahendo Oliver, I request you to indicate us time of doing previews because we miss you sometimes. All right. Previews are done, especially for the Premier League a day before. And I really premiere those videos in here for you. So for these match day lives, it's an hour to the game. That's when it obviously comes in through and I put it up into your faces. Then Tong Technologies, it's a draw in my opinion. All right. So you're calling in for a draw. But for my case, I don't see any draw. I see Arsenal taking all the points home. Arsenal is going to take all the points home, according to me. And that squad of Arsenal is obviously good to see to it that it keeps itself going. You know, this is a statement that Arsenal needs to put up, and very many players really have a lot to offer on the field of play, especially that central defense. Can anyone really go ahead and obviously stop them? I doubt whether they're unstoppable. They are a team, they are a force that has not gone ahead to play well, but you know to it that at a point X, they'll come in through and obviously play well and better. So that's the beauty of Arsenal and the way they've gone ahead to keep winning, and you just can't rule them out when it comes to obviously getting 3 points. Having gone ahead to keep clean sheets in their previous games, you cannot really rule them out when it comes to such occurrences at this side where they're really doing the magic. So I'm having Emmanuel Akampurira. Thanks, bro, for the work. Well done. All right. Thank you very much for obviously watching in through. Then Kiza. This is Kiza Maxim. Arsenal must win 2-1. Rokani, thank you. May God bless you. Right. Thank you for watching in through, and may the living true God bless you abundantly. So Arsenal has everything to throw at RC Lons, but will RC Lons pick it up? That is the most important bit of it all. So that's what I had for you. Let's go into the game. After the game, we'll obviously come back with the match reaction here onto the Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later. Thank you, Kiza Maxim, for watching through. I'm Emmanuel Akampurira, Tong Technologies, Kahendo Oliver, Amatu Sunday, Black, Dan, and I think that's all. I'm out. See you later.